It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards remain for second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the tackle.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the 1st quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage he gave up and give him a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Jones. Off play action. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he will have the Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, the return is Prochet. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Shoves him aside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Here's Jones on third down. Buying time to his left. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 55 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England's offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. New England on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are able to cut into that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for our first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Jackson running again. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Second down and 3. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to...
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's another carry for Harris, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones completes it to Aguilar. And one more time. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing Jones. And caught by Henry. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Folks' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Crochet on the return. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action with Jackson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 31 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5 from the 8. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On second down, it's Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. This is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Jones on first down. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Harris. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They go play action now. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Escaping the pressure. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Going deep here for Parker. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. One more time with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage? But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now Jones and the Patriots down by 13, a little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good. You're up, Patriots.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Jones.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Jones.
And this one is incomplete.
Jones pass. Incomplete. Intended for Kendrick Bourne.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jones.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Jones. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Throwing Jones. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England.